Hello everyone, let's start with business and financial market update. Mamaearth's co-founder Ghazal Alag responded to reports of Mamaearth's parent Honasa Consumer seeking 24,000 crore rupees valuation in its prospective IPO, a price to earning ratio of about 1714x. In our DRHP, as is the standard practice, there is no mention of valuation, Ghazal tweeted. We have not quoted or subscribed to the valuation numbers getting mentioned in posts on social media, she added. Moving on, Orient Cement's shares surged by nearly 13% after it refuted reports about Adani Group buying a stake in the company from its founders. Orient Cement said the company is not privy to any such discussion and therefore cannot comment on the same. It clarified that there is no material information on any impending announcement that may impact the share price. Shares of the company jumped 12.91% intraday before closing 4.97%, up as against a 1% decline in benchmark Nifty 50. The total volume traded was 28 times its 30-day average volume. The relative strength index stood at 67. Of the 16 analysts tracking the stock, 13 maintained buy. 2 analysts recommended a hold, while only one suggested to sell call, according to Bloomberg data. The 12-month consensus price target implies up of 6.1%. Moving on, the Union Cabinet has approved an outlay of 19,744 crore rupees for the National Green Hydrogen Mission. Of the total outlay, 17,490 crore rupees will be allocated for strategic interventions and 1,466 crore rupees for upcoming pilot projects. The mission aims to develop green hydrogen production capacity of at least 5 million metric tons per annum and create over 6 lakh jobs. Moving on, Salesforce said that it will lay off about 10% of its staff and shut down some offices as part of a restructuring plan. In a letter to employees, CEO Mark Benioff said, "As our revenue accelerated throughout the pandemic, we hired too many people, leading into this economic downturn we are facing now, and I take responsibility for that." Moving on, Apple's share fell by 3.7% to $125.07 on Tuesday, leaving its market value below $2 trillion for the first time since March 2021. The drop came a year after the iPhone maker became the first company to reach $3 trillion market capitalization milestone. The drop in Apple's share price put its market capitalization at $1.99 trillion. Moving on, gold prices in India hit a record high on Wednesday, touching 55,818 rupees per 10 gram after witnessing a surge of around 0.5% or 288 rupees on MCX. This was slightly lower than the lifetime high as per the MCX. This surge in the price was supported by a pullback in the US dollar. Globally, spot gold was up 0.3% at $1,844.85 per ounce. Moving on, Tesla's share, which dipped roughly 65% last year, fell more than 12% to close at $108 on Tuesday. The latest decline comes after the company disclosed that it produced around 1.4 million vehicles and delivered record 1.3 million vehicles in 2022. The company recorded a 40% year-over-year jump in deliveries, but it fell short of its 50% growth target. Moving on, Byju Ravindran, the founder of edtech startup Byju, is in financial talks to buy back as much as 15% stake in the firm, Bloomberg reported. According to the report, Ravindran will lift his stake in the company to as high as 40%. Ravindran is reportedly seeking funding to finance the stake repurchases by using his shares as collateral. Moving on, Mumbai-based Nexus Venture Partners is in advanced talk to raise a $700 million fund to invest in Indian and US-based technology firms, Reuters reported. Nexus' current investments include Indian logistics firm Delivery, online education firm Unacademy, and US-based software companies PubMatic and Postman. The fund will take the firm's assets under management to more than $2 billion. Moving on, the Income Tax Department on Wednesday conducted searches on the premises of Exel Group of companies in Hyderabad and neighboring Sangareddy district. The IT department launched the searches following complaints of alleged irregularities in income tax payments. About 20 teams of IT officials also conducted searches at the offices and residences of the directors of the company. Moving on, Reliance Consumer Products Limited, the FMCG arm and a wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance Retail Ventures, announced it will acquire a 50% equity stake in Gujarat headquartered Socio Hazuri Beverages Private Limited (SHBPL). SHBPL owns and operates a beverage business under the flagship brand Socio. Hazuri family, the existing owner, will continue to own the remaining stake in SHBPL. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned with Financial Pulse for business and financial market update.